start in the step one. We already start in the step one. We are right now passing to all of the possible participants a survey to define the needs and the possible services that they will need to improve and make or be more strengthful in that VUCA world. And then we are preparing a diagnostic tool to check how the circularity and the green transition is developing in each company. Well, the second step of the concept is to open an innovation space to promote the cross-sectoral innovation and new business models. It will be dividing into instruments. One will be the innovate, and the second one will be the develop. And I will explain in a couple of slides how it works. Then the step three, is inside of those instruments, as I said, is to customize the services and funding support to the companies to develop a project or product to be implemented in the market. Then the step four, to dedicate coaching on investment and foundation with private investors to finally finish with companies having the proper tools and being more resilient to external shocks and more competitive at a global scale. So, to reach that achievement, we define the innovation space as a pathway that we have to follow to finally reach the achievement. As I said, it's like, for steps that all the participants more or less will walk away. And yeah, let me explain you how it works. Well, the first step is the incubate tool or the incubate instrument, where we will support SMEs identifying market opportunities or needs or pain points, and connecting all the participants between them to foster these cross-sectoral opportunities. And how we will do that? It's planned to give to all the participants these workshops, webinars, or matchmaking or networking events like the ones we are doing today. And at the same time, we will have some learning expeditions in person to different places, and this will be funded by travel vouchers. Then the second step is the innovate tool or the innovate voucher, who will focus on customized advisory services, including this assisted self-assessment and circular digital diagnosis or coaching and training at a strategic level. The companies, as I said, in workshops and one-to-one consultancy from consortium. To participate in this Innovate Voucher program, for the SMEs who may have already demonstrated in that Innovate tool, the SMEs, if they participate finally, or they can demonstrate their ability to collaborate with knowledge providers and develop innovative solutions to business challenges, which could make them more attractive candidates for the future funding opportunities, like we have in the develop program, in the develop voucher. So after this Innovate participation, all these companies, they will have proper tools to develop or to participate in the develop tool that it will be funded. Then when all of these steps will be concluded, finally the companies can be or will reach the last achievements. So, well, in that Innovate tool, we will provide some more different services to each participant, so that you can see here, and those services are directly provided to the SMEs working in the textile and advanced manufacturing, aerospace and construction sectors. So it will be good to keep updated in the next weeks how will work, because in next June or early June we will launch the call to participate in that Innovate voucher. So it's important to know that, as you know, this part of this voucher is not funded, but participating in the Innovate can give to all the participants an extra points that we will use in the evaluation to be a beneficiary of the developed voucher. Well, all of the activities that we have in the project are not only workshops or trainings or be online. We will have on-site activities as well. First of all, or the less relevant are in transit clarifying workshops at a regional level, but at the same time, we will have matchmaking and info day next 31st of May in Barcelona. It's still open, the expression of interest to come to the matchmaking event. And during the 2024, we will prepare 4 learning expeditions to different places, as you can see here, in Barcelona, Seville, Slovenia, or Greece. And here, well, before that, let me explain you. We have some vouchers as well for the travel, and could be funded the expenses of the travel to each learning expeditions or the matchmaking and info day. Here we can see the calls timing are divided in 2 for the Innovate voucher and the Develop voucher. At the beginning, well, the most important is the first one, who will be launched, as I said, in early June. So the open call will be during 2 months. Then we will evaluate which participants or which companies are prepared or have everything ready to participate in the project. And finally, the signature of the contract will be an easy documentation. As we know, this Innovate voucher is not funded, so this will be a easy and really simple documentation to sign for each company. Then, how we distribute the budget? Well, the Innovate is not funded, but the Develop voucher will divide or will be funded to at least 60 possible participants. Could be individual or in consortia. 49,000 euros if the participant or participate in the project individually, or in consortia will be like 98,000 for the consortium. And then to assist to the learning expeditions, final events, or the on-site activities in person, we will distribute the budget in 1,000 per participant, for a total of 75,000 euros to cover the expenses of the travel and that. So before the presentation, let me invite all of you. If you have any doubts or you want to start to share ideas for the project, or start, this probably or, sorry, to start, knowing possible participants in the project. The time will be, the matchmaking and info day event that will be in Barcelona next 31st of May. So as I said, the expression of interest is still open. So the only thing that you have to do is go to in-transit webpage, follow the steps and register there, and we'll wait for all of you there. And thanks for your attention, and give the floor to Venere to start the workshop.
Okay, thank you so much, Johan, for the presentation. Now we will start the workshop activity, and I will give the floor to Martina Taranto, that will briefly present the activity that we are going to execute in the next hour. In the meanwhile, I kindly ask every participant outside the in-transit consortium to write down into the chat his her own name, because we are struggling finding who is who registered through the Eventbrite. Thanks. Can you please write your name into the chat? Or the people outside the consortium? Martina.
Hello everyone, can you hear me now?
Very low.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear, but very low volume.
Maybe without the headphones.
Okay, yeah, now it's good.
Okay. So I'm gonna share this presentation. Right. Can you see this? Okay. I was trying to present. So basically, we want to welcome you all to this first workshop. As I'm sure you already know, we are going to talk about opportunities and collaboration between different sectors of SMEs. We're going to try to put you in, going to define between these three definitions, which one is closer to the ethos of your company or your agenda. And according to that, we are gonna move on to the next activity. So the first step that I would like to ask you is to write your name here in the tag, each of your, and then use the corresponding color of the sticky notes to choose which one of these three different definitions of circular economy you feel closer to yourself, and stick it in the working area.
So I'm
So
gonna
I'm
stop. Maybe.
Okay, so did you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It's very echoing, but yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
There is an echo, honestly.
It's quite awful, actually, but
Okay, I think that you shouldn't hear the echo anymore.
No.
now
Okay,
it's much better.
Okay, now it's time to start. We have 1 hour for developing this activity. Now, the 7 people from outside the consortium are asked to start the activity. So please join the Miro board. And the step 1, understand, is just 10 minutes activity. Okay, so in the next 10 minutes, please, as Martina was saying, write your name into the for each color and use the correspondent color for telling us your definition of circular economy. You can choose among 3 different definitions of circular economy. So now I will start. If everything is clear and no one has any doubts about it, please start the activity. You have 10 minutes to do it. Are you okay with that? Okay.
Just a question. Can I have a question now?
Of course.
Yeah, you want us to make these sticky notes with our own color regarding our ideas on circular economy. Is that correct, or am I missing
You
something?
need to use one of the 3 definitions that we gave you.
Yep.
And tell which one is the most suitable for you.
And do what with that definition? What should I do with
Can
that?
you repeat?
Sure.
You copy and paste the definition 1, 2, or 3 into the sticky note.
Right, I'm trying. Get it? Oops.
If it's not possible, just write number 1, number 2, or number 3 into the sticky note. Is it okay to you?
I think I get it. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Guys, there is a lot of issues going on because the definition of the circular economy disappeared.
Yes, please.
So-
If you can, yeah, if you cannot delete the part of the canvases.
Sì. L'hai presa? Ok.
Oh,
Però aspetta, un po' più veloce facciamo sta roba. Aspetta, ci faccio io. Ora bloccale. Ok. Okay, guys, now all the definition are back in the position. Please use the sticky note to write just definition 1, 2, or 3. Guys, the sticky note need to be placed into the canvases. You have to pick up the sticky note and bring into the main working area.
someone took my note. Kind of chaotic. Okay.
I think that basically everyone of the components did it. Maybe only one is missing.
Yeah, we missed one person. Solo gli stick si devono prendere. Ma sono tutti sbloccate le canvas, devono essere bloccate tranne i... Non ho capito. Non le hai bloccati quindi? Okay, you are 7, but we still have 6 post-its.
I think Sonia is missing, but I don't see her in the call anymore, so I guess we can move forward.
So you don't see Sonia connected?
No, so I think we can give everyone
Okay.
that
Okay, so that's it's very interesting because you divided. So there are 2 people that gave the definition, the first one to the second one and to the third one. So the idea was to divide the participant according to the definition of circular economy. You are supposed to be more. Now, I would like to ask your opinion in this regard. Do you want to work in 3 groups of 2, or do you want to work all together? Hello? Xaba or
Yeah, let's work all together if it if possible.
I see that also Malek voted for together. That'd be better.
Yeah,
okay.
people of 6, not that many.
Okay, so there is no need to separate you, to put you in a different room. So please, you can move forward to the activity number 2. That is the define one. So even for this activity, you have 10 minutes. I will share my screen. Okay, so. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so this is 10 minutes activity as well. So you are coming from company, you can define if you would like, you all together will do it, you will discuss all together. So maybe it's better if I move people from the company in separated rooms so you can talk, speak out loud, otherwise everyone can hear you. You have to define if you would like to work either on a new circular product to be implemented, taking in consideration market opportunities, a new or an improved production process, taking into consideration business opportunities, or both. And you 6 have to think about how to generate and propose possible concept. Is it clear?
just to reiterate, I guess the question is, we need to decide about whether we want to work on something completely new or to redesign something existing to make it circular.
Yes, exactly.
And also if you want to work on a product or a process or on both of them.
And we choose whatever process we want, or how does that work?
Yes, you sticks should work together to decide if you wanna think about that you are working in the same companies, or you wanna merge the force to envision new product, manufacturing processes, or wherever you feel like you want to.
Okay.
Okay, so I will move you into the room number 1 so you can work, you can speak, you six together and decide where you want to, what do you want to work on? Sounds good? Is it fine?
Yes.
Yes. Um,
Venera Martina, I see that Anna is asking if they got moved, they should be moved to another room.
Yes, you are moved to another session you have to accept in order for you to discuss.
So I have not received the
I have
like an invitation
not
to go.
received anything either.
and we are still here in the same room. Basically.
Yes.
We can discuss it here, I think, or
Yes, on my side, I have to leave in like 15 minutes. I thought it's a 1 hour session, but yeah.
We haven't received any invitation to move in another place.
no. Nothing.
I assigned you in another room. I don't know why you are not be.
Well, it usually is quite automatic in Zoom, as I experienced on other sessions. But now it just doesn't happen.
So I guess the question is it possible to discuss it here, maybe?
No, you can discuss here. Okay, that's fine. It's not a problem. You can all look at the section 2, define, and you can discuss about in this room if you want to design, if you want to think about new product, process, or both. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So who wants to start? Any ideas for what we should be working on?
In my opinion, it's maybe easier on product because process it's a bit conceptual.
I agree. So I would just put solar panels on the table.
Okay, Malek said solar panel. Anne, what do you think?
Yeah, why not? If we have to focus on one product as an example to illustrate. Is this
Saba?
the idea?
Sure.
Yeah, wherever you have to decide and then envision a new product that is circular, okay? Based on the definition, even if you gave different definition of circular economy, but now you can.
Shall we
you
select
can
one, or do we have to come up with?
No,
some
you are
ideas?
working. You are working as a group now, okay?
I
Now
see.
you just decided to, if you agree, to work on a solar panel. Do you agree?
Okay.
Do you all agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Now, what each of you has to do is to use a sticky note. So the blue one, it's the product, and try to describe a new solar panel that is a new concept of solar panel that is going to be designed and developed following on the definition of circular economy.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought is about the raw material. I'm not in the business of solar panels, but how to choose the raw material in a way that we preserve natural resources as much as possible.
Nice.
That's interesting. Just write down into the sticky note. So each of you put down ideas into the working area.
The notes are going under the white area, actually, but
it's the area number 2, the fine. Room 1.
shall I? Like that?
Yes, see the sticky note.
Yeah, but yeah, I cannot drag it on the work area.
We can drag it.
It goes under the white field. Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, cool, thanks. My idea is to reduce the waste of the end-of-life solar panels.
How?
Maybe, yeah, on one hand by lengthening their lifetime, maybe, and on the other hand to use, well, it connects to the first, but to use such materials that can be recycled in the end.
Recycled or reused?
Or reused? Well, I don't know anything about solar panels, if they have any part that can be reused in the end. So I don't know. If possible, reused, of course.
Can you write down your idea?
Yeah.
Basically, the solar panel has a frame, a structure, metal one, on which you place the polymer, with the electric material, with the material that is able to absorb the solar energy, the solar ray, and then convert it in energy.
My idea would be to make it possible to disassemble the solar panel easily afterwards so that you can reuse or recycle or certain components, or each component as they need to be reused, for example.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I added the idea also to make the lifetime and efficiency of the product as long as possible. I mean, as efficient and as long as possible.
Good. We have 3 more minutes, so wherever you feel like, every kind of thoughts that you have, please put on the working area. Okay, cool. Now we can move to the next session, that is the design one. Let's say that each of you put different possibility of to have a new solar panel. You should decide which one, according to you, is the most valuable one, and try to visualize it, like with the sketches, keywords, or using some images taken online. So you can move to the step 3.
So can it be, for instance, to imagine light solar panels? Is it visualization, like in terms of how we see the product itself, like small, light?
It could be, yes, it could be, or you can, like, for instance, search online on Google an image that is inspiring for you to visualize this.
Yeah, you can share your concept or whatever you want, either with you can have
Martina, non ti sentiamo, è troppo bassa.
tool. If you want to sketch manually, you can copy paste images from the internet. You can use words. It's just a way the way that you prefer to visualize your concept. if you think of different shapes, if you think of different materials, you can sketch different shapes. You can sketch also the texture if you maybe think that it could be made of something else. A detail the entire product.
Yes, also who mentions easier to disassemble is really interesting starting point, and here maybe can be more described like in depth how it would be disassembled, or through which strategies it could be easier to disassemble after all, perhaps.
Sorry, I have to leave, but I just want to explain the last sticker I put for idea description, like choice of location, like can it be also integrated in circular approach to put the solar panels not in a place where there could be food crops or cultivation areas or forests. I see this in my countryside, so just to rather focus on the roof of like industries or supermarket or things like that. But like to me, it's a systemic approach, the circular approach, so to integrate it. But thank you for the workshop and the presentation of the project, and wish you a good end of workshop.
Thank you so much, Anne.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And later.
Okay, now the three of you should decide which is the most valuable ideas that you put on the table that can be the winning one, in your opinion. We can discuss it all together.
So I'm looking at 4 ideas here on the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is easier disassembly, separable connection between components, less focus on complete welding, modular design.
I'm sorry, can you raise your voice a little bit?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Malek, please go ahead.
Sure. Sorry about that. No, I'm just
No
reading.
problem.
I was just reading actually what's in there. That was not anything new. So I think there are some things that could be repeated. So like the higher efficiency is probably small, but efficient is also the same. So these are almost the same idea. So some of the ideas are kind of redundant.
Mm-hmm.
choice of location. Let's focus on, like, I would go with the higher efficiency panels. I think, in my opinion, this is the most promising part.
High efficiency panel. 7 years waste and recyclable, right?
Right.
This one.
Correct.
Which are the thoughts of the other one? Saba, what's your thought?
I'm thinking that producing higher efficiency panels is quite a moonshot, and requires a lot of research and development. Maybe, yeah, we can go for that big win and plan for a 5
We can go for? Sorry,
the
can you repeat?
big win, I said. But yeah, it of course it has it's much more beneficial than the others, but it requires more resources to implement. So yeah, a lower hanging fruit, probably the easier disassembly, and yeah, it's a quicker thing that could result in immediate gains. Yeah, maybe it's just by my nature I would go with that one. But of course, if we have scientific resources for improving the efficiency of the panels, then let's pretend that. Malak, do you know how to improve the efficiency of these?
Yes, by a lot of research, as you said.
Okay.
Okay, but let's think outside of the box.
Or maybe we can come up,
Innovation require research, right?
yeah, right. So yeah, but we need to promise something in the end for the investors.
Sure,
and if
sure.
we just say that, yeah, we will do it, it's not.
That's an interesting discussion, because it's always the discussion that's going on while you are thinking about, okay, cost benefit of ideas. So between an incremental idea and a disruptive one, of course, the disruptive one requires years and years of research, investment. So maybe we can have a trade-off between different ideas. I don't know what is involved. Maybe Wolfram, do you wanna tell us your opinion? Maybe it's not here. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, please
so
go ahead.
I don't know if I can identify the winning idea, because they all have merit. But yeah, as was discussed before, some are more long-term, high investment, others are more short-term, maybe with a lower effect. Yeah, from my gut feeling, I would say yes, a high efficiency would be nice to have and preferable.
So you, if I understood properly, the winning one is high efficiency panel, shorter lifetime, right? Am I wrong or not?
Yeah, I think ultimately high efficiency would be yeah, preferable. But I think
with the shorter lifetime, guys, that is more or less against the idea of circular economy.
It's this, but it's, I guess the idea here was that this is a trade-off. So even if we can come up with a solar panel that is more efficient, but yeah, if the lifetime is not as long, maybe at the end we can get less waste or less material to recycle per year, for example. That would still lead to better.
So maybe we should improve a little bit the definition by saying that we can have high efficiency panel, shorter lifetime with recyclable materials, for instance, or with a better disassembly for recycling.
Exactly. But I guess back to like the investor's point, if we're looking for something that we can, promise, I actually think that choice of location is probably something that does not require a lot of, risky activities. We could just use, I don't know, like images from satellites and things like that to predict where the sunlight density is the highest over the year, and just deploy the solar panels there so that you have fewer of them generating the same amount of electricity.
So maybe now it could be useful to take those ideas and formulate these pros and cons that we are discussing now, basically, because we are talking about investors. And so in the Canva 4, there are market opportunities and business opportunities with pros and cons of the idea. Maybe
if you see my screen in here in discuss, I put the description that we agreed, like high efficiency panel, shorter lifetime with recyclable material and easy for disassembly. And keeping in mind this, you should write down the pro and the cons for market opportunities and the pro and the cons for business opportunities instead.
What's the difference between the market opportunity and the business opportunity?
Market is related to the selling. So from the customer point of view, business is from the company point of view.
Okay, thanks.
For some reason, I cannot put the sticky notes on top of this thing. Is it like a send to back option?
Yes.
Thank you. So how did you do this? Sorry, I just want to learn.
Just click on the right button of the mouse or the pad, and
bring to front.
Bring to the front. Yeah.
Sure. Cool. Thanks.
So from the rest of the participants, is there any other pros or cons that you would like to share?
Well, I think that my colleagues are doing very well.
It's very interesting to see the pro. I see the pro of the market opportunity that is a smaller area, shorter cables, less unit to clean and maintain. Why this? I mean, we spoke about high efficiency panel with recyclable material and easy for disassembly. How this imply that the cable are shorter and that we have less units?
I guess in my mind was the higher efficiency unit, so there would be fewer number of panels to make the same electricity, the same power, because now.
Okay, you mean okay, among the panel. Okay, I got it.
Correct.
Among
And
the
then,
panels.
right.
Okay,
And then if you have less panels, then you need less cables and everything becomes less for the same amount of power that need to be generated.
Higher cost of production for this. Okay.
Regarding the business opportunities, you could also explore, for instance, what it means for your company to produce such a product in terms of relationship with the services around it, or also other companies, what kind of relationship you could build, and what kind of systems you can generate around this kind of products.
Yeah, maybe it could be, I don't know, a leasing, like a lending system where you don't actually buy them, but you rent them. I don't know if it's
So if we lease or we just like sell electricity as a company, then the pros in the market opportunity will go to the business opportunity, because now this is within the company.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You have few more minutes to write down your thoughts in regard to pro and cons related to business and market opportunities. Each group was supposed then to present the ideas, but we don't need it because we are already discussing it and presenting the idea. Ma tanto non
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Did you all write your opinion, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to. I have to actually go in 3 minutes.
Malek, Wolfram and Xaba, you already wrote, right?
Yes, we did. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, did you all write your thoughts, right?
I'm happy what the others wrote.
Same here.
Okay,
Yep.
so brilliant. As I was saying, the next time was supposed to be present, but actually we already present the ideas because we discussed it all together. So we are now closing this session. We hope you enjoyed it. The main objective was for you to have different approach and view in relationship to sustainability. This is the reason why sustainability in general and in this specific session about circular economy, because we know circular economy is under the umbrella of sustainability. And so to think about how you could implement a circular economy strategy in your company for the future, in the future, by executing a creative session, even if it's not related to the product that you are, product and process that you are working on right now. If you want to give our feedback, we are happy to hear your thoughts, and maybe you can tell us what kind of company are you coming from?
Sure. So I can start. We are Redeem Solar
Yes,
Technologies. We're Redeem Solar Technologies. We are a startup located in Austria, in Graz, and we design photocatalytic reactors for hydrogen production.
Ah, that's interesting.
Thank you.
Xaba?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm Csaba from Surviot. We are a startup in Hungary, and we are developing a solution for structural health monitoring, including sensors, communication, and analysis, which helps construction companies to be more efficient, including environmentally, as well, using less material and lengthen lifetime of structures, buildings, tunnels, bridges, you name it. And yeah, thank you for this session. Maybe it was a little bit deep water for me, as I have not used Miro before, so it was a new experience. Yeah, and yeah, that's my probably most important feedback, that I need to practice Miro.
Thank you. Wolfram?
Yes, I'm from the company ITP in Germany. We are a small company developing smart textiles application, which means equipping textiles with additional functions like sensory or actuator functions, light, sound, energy harvesting. So basically everything which can go on textile.
So why not developing a new solar panel made up with advanced textile?
We have one or the other approach, but nothing for the market yet. So,
Carmina?
Hello. My company is called Care Applications. We are technicians that we have worked many years in the garment processing industry. Now we develop special mechanical accessories that we install in existing machines. With these equipments and also with or the research that we develop into the processes, we are able to reduce the resources, mainly water, energy, and the optimization of the chemicals. And also we reuse the existing machinery, so we don't have to construct full machinery. Only we study the existing machine and we apply these special devices.
Cool.
This is what we do.
Okay, thank you so much. We came up to the end. And
Vladimir, can
one
I
second.
say a few words?
Yeah. One second. And
Yeah, okay.
I hope you enjoy the session, and that you can, if you want, as Iwan explained before, you can apply for the voucher we open the call. Simone pasted into the chat the link for applying for the call. And then now we launch the survey to the SMEs, and we would like for you to answer to the survey. So please, Vladimir.
Yes, that was my intention. I copied the link for this SME survey to chat. Please copy it and go through it. It will be helpful to us to prepare the content of our calls and identify the opportunities for new innovations and adoption of technologies in these 4 sectors. Please really do it. For today's workshop, I would like to say that this is a good example how difficult is for SME to get from a very good idea for, let's say, a better, more circular solar panel towards the proposal of a project which can be then evaluated and financed. So this tool can be helpful. You can use it in your environment and develop the project. So for us, it will be easier to have good ones and make our life easier to evaluate the proposals. And with the survey, we can get more information. What are the opportunities? Which fields are interesting to you? So we will be ready for that and prepare the calls accordingly. So this is from my side. Please go to the link to the survey page and do the survey, and this will be very helpful to us. And as the end, there was a suggestion, or the sticky notes talking about value chain. For example, for this example, you need different organizations which can be partners in this collaborative proposal. So actually, the opportunity to go to Barcelona to this matchmaking and clarifying event is opportunity to find the partners which might be partners in this project idea. We just saw one example, but there are many, of course. So you're invited, and you can even get a voucher for that. So I think the link is there, and the call is already published. So,
yes, I pasted once again the link for you to receive a travel voucher to join us in Barcelona for the matchmaking event. So that's all. If you don't have any question or something, I don't know if you want to add anything. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you in the next events, workshop, activity of this exciting project.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Simone
day.
and Yuan, maybe you can stay.
Thank you.